It's fun. I had the best childhood ever since I played sports, but I did come to some bullying going into middle school, 7th grade. Um, it's very hard, like, to remember. So I was basically assumed that I was gay, that I was a lesbian, that I was this, I was that, and just because I played basketball and I was the only girl who looked like the tomboy, and just little things and things that I laugh at now, but it's just now it's funny to me that I'm not those things that people assumed that I was. So I was only Hispanic in the basketball team. Everybody else was African American. So I did feel a little bit of a diversity there. And they were like, why don't you stick to soccer? And why don't you stick to like softball? And I'm like, well, basketball is something I wanted to do and get my mind off things since I was bullied. So I just stick to basketball. My mother didn't have any school. My father went to some grade levels in Mexico. The eldest sister of mine, she went to UT Austin, so she finished her 4 years. My brother went to for 2 years. And my other sister that I grew up with, she did community college to become an RN. My mom is currently at home, doing her job, which is being a mom. She calls me often to see how I'm doing, even though I'm 21 years old. She's still, she's a mom. My freshman year, I just really forgot about everything that happened in middle school, so moved on. And I started going into the AVID program, into sports. So again, I was the only Hispanic on the basketball team all 4 years. And when it was my senior year, I just got super involved. I miss student council. I miss being captain of my team and leading my team out, and just the unity that we had. And our slogan or motto would be like family over everything. So yeah, that's something that I really missed. Me and my family that I grew up with, which is the Six, I'm so close to them because that's who I think they're my siblings. Like, regardless, even though they're my half siblings, they're still blood of my blood. And one thing my mom has always taught me is that, family is everything, and that we could always rely on each other, whether we're mad, we're sad, or we're just, angry at each other, but we love each other in general. So I remember my dad as a, strong alcoholic. So he taught me how to drive at basically 12, 13, but more at 13. He just give me the car, and he was all like, just here, I'm just gonna give you the keys, drive me to my apartment. I was like, okay, well, this is weird. And my mom specifically told me, if he's drunk and he can't, get the car or anything, call me. And I never did. And until I told her 7 years or 8 years later. I work at Bruce Cafeteria for the past 3 years. My freshman year, that was the very first time I ever had a job. I couldn't work when I was 15, and I wanted to work. I was like, Mom, let me have a job. I just want to pay for my own stuff. I want to get my own bill, take it from here, because I wanted to be independent, which I basically was at the time, but I just couldn't work because of my dad's death, so I couldn't work for that reason. But once I started the job, they were surprised of me, getting the hang of everything, and just from the background that I had, it was my mom teaching me how to clean, how to cook, how to do this, how to do that, certain things. When she would cook, I would either sweep the floor or, just clean the living room, my room, and just get the mail, certain things like that. And since I know how to drive at a very young age, so I had to go put in gas, take care of little errands here and there. So I was like, okay. My primary language was Spanish. Spanish was spoken at the house, so I have a pretty thick accent right now. And then it was English, just to get the hang of it in school. I've been told two things, we're more Hispanic, or we're Latin, because of the whole Latin America and Northern America. So I'm I get that, but we're more I would say We're Latinos. Latinos, Hispanics, for me, it's basically the same thing. I'm just proud to be Hispanic in general.